GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, Nokia, many other stocks that were called dead. Some of the most shorted stocks on Wall Street have been pumped over the past, couple of days, over the last week. Some of those stocks actually went up almost tenfold. GameStop, for example, sometimes 200% overnight or within a day. Causing billions of dollars in losses for many hedge fund managers. And it's been a crazy ride. And in this video, I want to discuss obviously a bit of the background info. I want to give you a bit of my opinion on what I think about all this. And then I want to give you 3 lessons that Bitcoiners should take away from all this. So with this, have a lot of fun in today's video. Hey and welcome to today's video. My name is Julian. On my channel, it's all about making you cryptofit. Normally, I don't discuss stocks here. Today I will, but normally I discuss decentralization, blockchain, cryptocurrencies, most of all Bitcoin. And a lot of lessons today will actually be tied to cryptocurrencies. So if you generally like this content, you want to click the subscribe button, you want to click the bell icon so you don't miss out on any of the content here. And if you generally like my stuff because you're back, hey, I appreciate the support. Please give me a thumbs up for the video. It helps the YouTube algorithm. It helps it on Twitter, on LinkedIn, wherever you're watching. And obviously, if you are listening to the podcast, then click the subscribe button so you don't miss any of the goody here. So let's dive right in. Many of the called dead stocks of a couple companies, just like GameStop, AMC, BlackBerry, Nokia, a lot of these stocks were pretty much dead. And they were some of the most shorted stocks on the entire market. I think GameStop had over 100% of its stock shorted. That's just unbelievable if you think about it. So more stocks that actually existed were short sold. So that just kind of shows you a little bit the manipulation that is actually out there on Wall Street. And so obviously a lot of these funds, they've been playing around with these stocks and trying to beat them, trying to make money. A Reddit community called Wall Street Bets thought, hey, let's get all the retail power together and let's pump those coins, pump those stocks. I'm calling them coins, but they're stocks. Let's pump them. And let's drive some serious losses to the Wall Street boys. And guess what? They won. Retail won, and the big boys lost, at least so far. And it's gotten a bit out of hand since then. You had obviously a lot of the larger institutions running to the media, running to the regulators and saying, hey, this is not possible, this is not allowed. Then obviously a lot of the retail people say, hey, you know what? As long as you're winning, it's all good, right? And you can set the rules. But as soon as you start losing, you start whining and crying and you try to change the rules. You guys sit down and discuss which stocks are you gonna buy, what are you gonna pump basically, and you're gonna do all these talks. But when we do it, you call this illegal. And so it's been quite a lot of back and forth. And Melvin Capital, for example, a company that heavily shorted GameStop, they had to buy back the stocks. They made billions with a B of dollars in losses. And obviously, there's more and more short squeezes. The more has to be bought back, and it's very simple. They just can't keep it up because they get margin calls, and so the worse this gets, the more margin calls, and it kind of triggers more and more and more. So a trickle effect, and it really got crazy over the past 7 to 10 days. I think GameStop is up almost 1,000%, sometimes 200% within a trading day. Nokia as well, BlackBerry, AMC, it's insane. And if you go to reddit.com/r/Wall Street Bets, you can look at the community there. So it's been totally insane. And first of all, maybe let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think about all of this. Do you think the retail guys are crazy? Do you think they're right? Do you think it deserves it serves the Wall Street people right? Let me know what you think so far. I think it's definitely interesting. Let me give you a bit of my opinion on all this. First of all, it kind of showed again the big boys are really made of. Namely, as long as they're winning, they're all good. As soon as they start losing, they kind of it's like you're playing with a bully and you're playing like FIFA or you're playing like NBA 2K or something. As long as they're winning, they keep playing. But as soon as you start winning, they start unplugging the PlayStation. And they're like, sorry, game's over. And that's pretty much what they start doing. They start stopping trading. Discord, for example, for Wall Street Bets got offline. What the heck is going on? Even Elon Musk tweeted about this. This is ridiculous. Right? What's up with this censorship in general? Like all these social media platforms calling them like just aggregators, and then suddenly they become actually content moderators. It's absolutely crazy to me. So it just shows what's actually happening. And yeah, and obviously a lot of these Wall Street people that normally scam their investors, making shitloads of losses, it serves them right, and I totally think so. But, and this is the really, really big but here, I highly, highly want to encourage anyone that's making some good money in those trades to really make sure you are cashing out on those trades. Because, and that is really from the bottom of my heart, as much as I'm happy for those people winning and for those big Wall Street guys that really live on those fat bonus checks of their investors that they're losing, as much as I love to see this, these companies that these people are hyping and pumping, they are not worth anything. They are really not worth much. So, and at the end, price will always trend to its value. And the value is really low. And yeah, I'm just really, really worried that some people there get all hyped up. They take out loans. They start leveraging. And yeah, it's going to go the other way. And then don't forget, then you might have a lot of long squeezes because people buy on leverage and suddenly you go minus 20, minus 30%. And it's just really going to wipe out a lot of people. And then it might go quick. So, yeah, it might actually be quite a trick and quite challenging to actually not fall for this. So just keep this in mind, right? I am bearish on those coins, on those stocks long term. Just fingers crossed they're gonna make it, but I don't have much hope in the long run. Short term, cool, and was really impressed to see what this community actually can do and basically how they kind of put a wrench into the suit spikes. So that's great. That's a bit of my opinion here. I want to finish with 3 major lessons of all this, and maybe pause the video, let me know the lessons that you take away from this. But I think lesson number 1, and these are lessons for Bitcoiners, right? Crypto people. Lesson number 1. As soon as stuff matters, they're going to do whatever it takes to shut it down. Discord got shut down. Reddit went offline. Yeah, they said the moderators did it, but who knows, right? Suddenly the page was gone. We saw this with Parler. Suddenly the servers were pulled. Once it matters, you will see the media, companies, the regulator, everyone going against you. And you see this right now. Go on CNBC, go on CNN, switch on any television. You're going to see this. The hosts there are brainwashed to down talk any of those things. I say it all the time. The media is not there to inform you. The media is there to manipulate you. Never forget that. At the moment, Bitcoin and crypto is interesting to look at and it's fun for them, but it's tiny. No one is losing money because of Bitcoin. Yeah, the banks are struggling, but they're struggling anyways. They're not underwater. But as soon as the funds, the hedge funds, as soon as people start losing money, as soon as money moves away from them, you'll see. There will be a different kind of tone played. So just be prepared. I talk about this so often. Just make sure you're ready for this. At the moment, this is nothing, right? I think that's the very first one. Second thing. They show how valuable community is and how valuable community holding together is. And to be honest, that is something that I saw in crypto probably like 6-7 years ago when I got into crypto. I think it started to really disappear in 2016, 2017. And if you look at crypto now, I think there's very few communities that are fighting as much on Twitter as crypto. And I mean, you look at it from the outside and you're like, oh, that's awesome. That's great. Because crypto just can't get their shit together because people always believe that there's like Bitcoin takes away from Ethereum and Ethereum takes away from Bitcoin. They don't understand that by Bitcoin trying to hurt Ethereum, they're cutting into their own skin. And that is a major issue. I see so many influencers in crypto hating against each other. It's just unbelievable. I don't see this watching watching what's unfolding there. And I don't know if this is maturity or if this takes a little bit of growing up, but crypto and Bitcoin especially still needs a long way to go there, really. And that brings me to my third lesson. I think what Bitcoin kind of forgot and crypto kind of forgot is the common enemy. Bitcoin kind of has it maybe with fiat money. But as soon as you have Ethereum, suddenly you don't have this enemy. Suddenly maybe Bitcoin is the enemy. Otherwise, if you don't have a common enemy, it's sometimes so difficult to rattle around something and rally behind something. And obviously for all those retail investors on Reddit, it's the suits, right? It's the Wall Street boys. And that's a bit missing. And if you start fighting against your own kind, it gets really tricky. And Bitcoin does the same. Sometimes it's not sure who's the enemy. Is the enemy Ethereum? Is the enemy another altcoin? Or is the enemy someone from the outside? And I think that's one of the major issues. It's if you want to win, split the forces, right? The art of war. And if you want to make sure you win, unite the forces. So yeah, common enemy helps there. So this is just a bit of food of thought. I hope it gives you some insight, some background, a little bit of thinking. If you have any questions, let me know. If you like this stuff, give me a thumbs up and don't forget to subscribe. Click the bell icon and yeah, on the podcast, leave me a review. And then I'll see you next time. Appreciate it. All the best if you're in those trades. I hope you're making shitloads of money. Super happy for you. Just make sure to cover your downsides. With this, see you next time. Thanks so much. Yours truly, Julian.